Everyone is obsessed with the upcoming iPhone 15 Pro, but I believe that the regular iPhone 15 may be even more interesting. So in this video I'll tell you why you should wait for the standard iPhone 15 instead of the 15 Pro. First, the iPhone 15 is gonna adopt the biggest selling point of the iPhone 14 Pro, the dynamic island. Yes, you heard me right. The non-Pro iPhone will get the Pro feature. Ross Young tweeted all the way back in September saying that dynamic island is coming to standard iPhones. There has also been a leaked image of the iPhone 15 showing the dynamic island. Also, multiple videos leaked by a reputable leaker, Shrimp Apple Pro, showcase the front glass of iPhone 15 lineup models. In those videos we see not only new curved glass of Pro iPhones, but also flat glass for a standard iPhone 15. And surprise, it's prepared for the dynamic island. I think that this wider adoption of Dynamic Island is a great thing. It will force more developers to integrate Dynamic Island into their applications, because as of right now, the list of supported apps is too small. The more iPhones have Dynamic Island, the more people use it, and the more apps support it. Win-win! There most likely will be no improvements in terms of bezel thickness and brightness on standard iPhone 15 models, as well as no promotion or always on display. Once again, we'll have to live with those 60 Hz, while Android phones that cost $200 already have 120. That's a shame. One rumor has suggested that the iPhone 15 could measure in at 6.2 inches instead of 6.1, but it's not clear why Apple would make this change. The information was based on a CAD drawing used by case makers, and it is possible that some of the data was inaccurate. On the plus side, all iPhone 15 models will be equipped with a more power-efficient 28nm OLED display driver chip. This means reduced power consumption, which will contribute to longer battery life. However, don't be too hasty to hate the iPhone 15. Yes, it's gonna retain the same chassis, which is proven by this video of case testing. From it, we can clearly see that the body of iPhone 15 is absolutely identical to the one of an iPhone 14. Leaked CAD files only prove this. The chassis will be the same. However, a leaked image shows one important difference: the Type-C port. This year, all new iPhones will be equipped with a Type-C. It's time to celebrate! But I must disappoint you. It's gonna be slow. Yes, like iPad 10, kinda slow. Basically, every leaker says that standard iPhone 15 will have a slow USB 2.0, no Thunderbolt or USB 3.2, only slow and outdated 2.0, straight from early 2000s. But hey, people buying the standard iPhone 15 most likely won't care about that. Yet, the Dynamic Island and Type-C aren't the stars of the show. The camera is. For the past couple of years, Apple has been putting last year's flagship cameras into regular iPhones. iPhone 13 got a camera from 12 Pro, iPhone 14 from 13 Pro, and iPhone 15, well, you can fill in the gaps. But here's where it gets really interesting. iPhone 14 Pro's main camera is not a 12 megapixel module, it's 48 megapixels. According to Jeff Poo, the iPhone 15 will adopt the same advanced 48 megapixel camera from the iPhone 14 Pro. And that may be the single greatest improvement that has ever happened to the cameras of standard iPhones. Think about it. 48 megapixel main sensor will allow for a 2 times zoom like on 14 Pro. Finally, Apple's regular iPhones will have a reliable zoom option that won't destroy the image quality. Of course, Apple won't allow you to shoot Pro RAW, but still, most people would prefer having zoom to shooting RAW. The ultra-wide camera will most likely also be the same as on the 14 Pro, so we'll see an improved low-light performance and better quality overall. The selfie camera will most likely receive a small upgrade that most people won't even notice. We could also hope for improved video capabilities. 4K action mode and 4K 60 cinematic mode are surely coming to Pro iPhone. Judging by the fact that a regular iPhone 14 got the same video features as the 14 Pro, we can assume that the iPhone 15 will also get improved action mode and cinematic mode. Sadly, there are no rumors to confirm or deny that. Only common talk. Another huge improvement in new standard iPhones will be their chip. Apple's strategy is simple: take last year's flagship chip and put it into a new, non-Pro iPhone. You don't need to be a leaker to assume that A16 from the iPhone 14 Pro is gonna find its way to the regular iPhone 15 and 15 Plus. Only Pro models will have A17. Sorry guys. Also, standard iPhones will still have 6 gigs of RAM. That's a bummer. Putting aside all those changes under the hood, there's been a leaked photo of a real new color. On these photos it looks like a midnight color seen on the M2 MacBook Air, and I like it. Also, there's been a rumor that we are getting two new colors, dark pink and light blue. The dark pink color is called Telemagenta, and light blue has the codename Picton Blue. If the colors will be as on these renders, we're looking at a Beauty and the Beast pair. Blue is obviously the beauty. It's so vivid and fresh. Hope it gets added this year. Dark pink is so boring and weirdly appalling, if you ask me. If the price is gonna remain the same as last year, $799 for the regular iPhone 15 and $899 for a Plus version, it's gonna be an absolute hit. It's gonna strip everything we don't need on Pro iPhones and leave only the essentials that most people will enjoy. Dynamic Island, Type-C, new 48 megapixel camera with 2x zoom, new ultra-wide camera, new colors, new chip. Seems like a damn good deal to me.